welcome to the PrimeTimeCup edition 2016. And like last year, we made this fancy little explanation video to introduce some general information about the cup itself and the running order of the event. We also have such a fancy video in German if you want to get all information in French. Well, German, of course. But why do I make this fancy little video? Well, it's like last year. If you have questions, maybe this video can help you. I will begin with some general information about the cup and then the order of the event. Of course, we will also have some rules this year, also some new stylish ones. And if you follow the rules and if you are good on a track, then you can maybe win some prizes I will mention later in this video. If you still have questions after watching this video, then I will tell you who else can help you or where you can post your questions. But let's come to our first point, the general information. The cup will start at the 4th of September at 2015. Well, prime time. That's why it's called PrimeTimeCup. You get it? Okay. The cup is a NASCAR tournament presented and organized by the FUTS team and will be played in Trackmania Nations United Forever. If you want to have more information about the organizing team, then just go on the homepage. There you can find a category named Team. Thanks to our motivated mappers, including myself, we will have over 150 brand new NASCAR tracks for you guys out there. Let's get the hunting party started. No registration is needed to participate, just like last year. Just go on the server and play the qualification. Any server information you will find on the homepage of the cup, and generally you will find always every information, is it a team, the servers, the rules, really everything on the homepage. So my next point, maybe you heard it a few seconds before, there will be a qualification to start off this event. Then we have a special event which is new compared to last year. What it is and what you can do there I will explain later. Afterwards we have the group phase followed by the knockout phase, which ends with the final. This section is in principle like last year. So the qualification is also nearly like last year. The server opens, as mentioned, at the 4th of September at 2015 CEST and will be closed at the same time at the 13th of September. So you will have some more time this year because you have 5 maps to drive on the server. Like last year, your position after the qualification is based on your total amount of time, so not the rank. You qualify for the group phase if you are faster than your offer times plus 9 seconds. Don't worry. Here's a closer look at the offer times plus 9 whatever I will qualify thing. So here you can see the times of the 5 maps. In the middle column you can see the offer times of the 5 maps and the total aggregated time. And in the right column you can see the times of a player, and really average player, maybe me. If he wins the cup in the end I will go bungee jumping or something. Well, okay, let's come back to the times here. Middle column offer times, right column player time. The player is in total 5.61 seconds behind the offer times. That's okay. He is qualified for the group phase because he beat the 9 seconds. It is only important that you beat the 9 seconds, so stay a maximum of 8.99 seconds behind the total offer time. With exactly 9.00 seconds you are not qualified for the next round. And this time to beat could be really hard. Because the offer times will be hunted hardly, be sure of that. And if you are close, under or still over that 9 seconds, then we offer a special event. This special event, respectively there are 2 events, will be played during the time of the qualification. As you can see here, the first one at the 7th and the second one at the 11th of September, both at 2015. In this event you play 6 maps in cup mode. You don't have to drive this event, but if so, you can decrease your qualification time. So what does that mean? Well, if you are not so good at hunting the qualification maps, then you can play here, and the better you are in this event, the more time bonus you get. This time modification depends on the amount of players who play this event and how many points you get there. All results will of course be published on the homepage. How the time modification looks like? Well, I think we will create a super complicated, hardly understandable algorithm to calculate the times. And then they will be added to your time, and then you are even worse than that. Ha, no, just kidding. I promise that this event will help you to qualify. And let's get a bit more serious again now. It is also important, if there's a draw somehow later on the cup matches, then we will always have a look on the qualification times. So be sure to get the maximum out of it. Or the minimum of time, I should say. So I hope you could follow me until now. If so, then please take a closer look at the group phase now. The group phase will be played at the 18th of September at 2015 CST. Always that prime time, whatever. And it's a Sunday. How much more prime time do you want? Before, at Thursday, the 15th of September, we will make a live stream with the group draw. And, as you can imagine, of course, at prime time. You can find a link to the live stream down below in the description. Your goal then in the group phase match is to reach the upper half of the players. So, assumed 10 players drive the match, you must reach minimum top 5 to reach the next round. Be aware that 10 in this case is just a fictional number. The real number depends on the number of players who will survive the qualification. What is safe is that the match consists of 6 maps, with each map played 6 times. There's always an alternative day to drive the matches. This is always the Wednesday after the actual playday. In this case, the 21st of September at 2015. Important notice, please look at the forum to check your match. Everything about the matches will be discussed here. And we can only offer the alternative date if the majority of players agree with that. This regards not only the group phase but also any other match during this PrimeTimeCup. Also important is that you contact one of the admins when the match is played on Wednesday, and of course if there are other problems with the match. And also, if you cannot play on Sunday and on Wednesday, please contact an admin. Together we will find the best solution for everyone. And every match will be observed by an admin. He is your contact person during the match. And here again, a little example about the group phase. You can see these 6 very talented players who finished their match just a few seconds ago. Brian and Jacob had a really nice fight and dominated the whole match. But also Monica did a good job and could qualify in 3rd place, so in the upper half of the group. But maybe Ralph is lucky and also qualify for the next round. This happens when we realize that we have an irregular amount of players after the group phase. As you know, after the group phase we will have a knockout phase, and therefore we need an eligible number of players like 16, 24, 32, 64, 128 and so on. So if this is not the case, maybe only 28 players will qualify in the normal way, then also the next best players will qualify as lucky losers for the next round. So as Ralph maybe does in this match. I think he has good chances with only 6 points less than Monica, but he was beaten by a woman, oh dear. Well, for the knockout system we will have more information after the group phase because we don't know the number of qualified players yet. But we prepared many different systems so that we can start the matches probably at the end of September. All information about that you get of course on the homepage. My next point are the general rules. Disregarding any rules, using cheats or cuts is not allowed. If there is something like an alternative finish, then this is built on purpose and you can use it on your own risk. You will be surprised about the genius ideas of our mappers. Otherwise, if you find a new card which is not calculated, then the admin will mention this not to use the card during the match. Respawn will always be allowed like it is standard in NASCAR. If you want to watch a match as a spectator, then you are free to use the relay server or, if available, to watch the live stream. As a player, please be kind on the server and don't insult other players, and please follow the orders of the match admin during the match. You can find all rules on the homepage, and I want to add that if you play the qualification, then you automatically accept these rules. So maybe it's a bit better to know the rules, just a broad hint from my side. And last but not least, the prizes. Woohoo! That's the thing you've been waiting for this whole video. You can win 4,000 euros in prizes, such as Steam games or something like that. Additionally, you can also win coppers and 5 times a TeamSpeak server. If you want to spend some coppers for the prize pool, then just send them to the account mentioned below. Of course your name will be published on a donators list. maybe if you don't win the cup, you can lead the donations list. I think this is the real challenge here. I also want to mention our sponsors, Steam, TeamSpeak and the Alien servers. And if you still have questions after watching closely to this video, which seems really unthinkable, then you can send them at the homepage with a contact form or in the forum. Or you send an email to the address you can see here. Well, then I really hope that I can see you in September, and until then I wish you a great time. Peace out.